the rental income coach. Um, how have you been doing? I trust your day has been going very, very well. I believe that every one of us have been succeeding at what we know how to do best. Today I'm going to be talking about something very exciting, and this, this is the rental income show. What we talk about on the rental income show is to give people opportunity to invest massively in real estate and how to get the real estate investment right. So today I'm going to be sharing briefly. I'm going to be sharing ideas on how every one of us can prosper doing real estate. However, but I'm going to be just discussing why people fail in real estate. Why do people fail in real estate? A lot of people, sometimes people invest their hard-earned money in real estate and they fail. And all of a sudden, the deal does not go right. Something happens along the way that makes all their money and their investment, their sweat equity, their impact, their decision making, everything seems not to be going right on the property. So the question is, why do people fail during real estate? Why do people fail during real estate? Why do people fail during real estate? Why do I have, somebody said something to me. I think I was in discussion with a senior citizen in this country, and the person was saying, no, I have some property somewhere around Lekki Phase 1, and I'm not making money from the property. I'm wondering why can't I just make money from the property? He has over a single family property, but he's not making money from the property. It's not making. Sometimes tenants don't pay the rent does not come on time, and he's saying he is struggling, if not for the other businesses that he's doing, to be able to make money, to be able to get good income. He will have become so broke that it will have been a problem for him. And the question now is, he has property, and we have also said, and for those of you who have been following, you will have heard me say that real estate is not for the rich. Real estate is for those who also want to become rich. And so if the real estate that you have made is not giving you the required income that you want, then that means there's something wrong. The question now is, why do people fail doing real estate? Why do people fail? I believe that people fail because they do not follow the right principle. I believe that people fail because they are not doing the right thing. I believe that people fail because there's something missing in their formula. And I'm going to be sharing with us what that missing link is and how to get it and how to get back on the right track. So I'm going to be sharing ideas with us on how we can prosper during real estate and why I suspect that people are failing during real estate. A lot of the time I've seen people who have bought good properties, lovely property, but not making money from that property. Why aren't they making money from that property? And that is what I'm going to be sharing with us. Are you ready right now? You're ready, just nod your head. Oh, I can see somebody smiling. Are you smiling? Just get ready. We're going to be moving on. So quickly, I'm going to be sharing that insight in the next 15 to 20 minutes with us. I'm going to be sharing that insight with us. People fail. Number one reason why I believe that people fail doing real estate is because they fail to realize that not all real estate makes money. Not all real estate makes money. Not all real estate makes money. Oh, somebody is saying, then why are we doing real estate in the first instance? You must realize that not all real estate makes money. Not all real estate makes money, and I'm going to be sharing with us. A lot of the time, people believe that, because I'm doing real estate, it will automatically mean that I'm going to make money. It doesn't automatically mean you're going to make money. So some people do, because sometimes you are investing. Some people invest for bragging rights. Bragging rights. You know what? I'm the owner of that property in that place. I have this property. Have you heard of Ajah before? I have a property in Ajah. So some of us we own property just for bragging rights, or sometimes unconsciously some of us we are owning this bragging right that we own on a particular property. Why? Because some of us sometimes you want to make money from a property, yes, but the way your investment has gone into it just only gives you a bragging right. Like, let me tell you this: when you say you have a property in Banana Island, I think it's just a bragging right. When you say depending on the kind of property, and I'm going to be explaining how that works. When you say I own a property in Abuja, I suspect that it's probably a bragging right. When you mention certain location, I own a property in certain areas, I think it's bragging right. So sometimes a lot of us, we are consumed with the bragging right that we fail to see the money side of the investment. We try to see how a property will make us money. Let me tell you this. Somebody brought a property to me, and yes, I think it was yesterday, and they said, oh, this property is somewhere around Olowera. And I did the calculation of that property. I realized that in the next 20 years, you're not going to make money from that property. You're not going to be able, what they're trying to set up, they will not make money from that property in the next 20 years. So what they have around, what they have is a bragging right. But you don't have a money-making right. So you see that you want to be able to tell your friends, let your friends see that you have a good property in a good location, but it doesn't take away the fact that people are going to be, like for example, when somebody says, I have a property, a good property in a particular location, and people aren't paying me. The location may be great, but people are not paying you for that property. Not all real estate makes money. If you're going to buy property in your village, you're going to buy that property in your village. Yes, but is it going to make you that money that you want? Is it going to make you richer than you currently are? And that is why sometimes a lot of us are not focused on the money side of real estate or on the money side of opportunity. What we're just interested in is the opportunity. We just want to own the property. We just want, because people are saying own property, so we are buying property. Agents are telling us the social media is awash with a lot of property today. And some of the time, a lot of us are compelled to buy those property, not because we want to make money, but because we just want to acquire. And that is where a lot of the time we miss out on great opportunities, because our money is invested in some places that we cannot get our capital back to now invest in the money making deal. And that is where a lot of the time people fail to do. You must recognize this. Not all real estate deals make money. Not all real estate makes money. Not all real estate makes money. That is one fundamental thing that you must consider. Number two is that you must stop looking at one unit. You must stop looking at one unit. Stop looking at single family units. The reason why people fail in real estate is because they are looking at just one unit. They are looking at just one, rather than looking at volume. Now, let me tell you this. You can't get rich by on one property. You can't sustain wealth on one property. Yes, real estate gives good deal. Real estate is exciting. Real estate is lovely. Real estate is great. But you can't make money just having just one single apartment. If you are going to build wealth in real estate, then you must be able to look at volume, not just one. Like for example, somebody brought in a property, I think it was also yesterday, and they said, oh, this property, and I said, you know what, I'm buying it. I'm interested in property. I'm buying this property. Somewhere this property is about 40 million naira. But it is over. It is a face me and face you apartment which can be converted. Over 122 apartments for 40 million naira. Somewhere on the mainland. And I said I'm interested in this deal. I'm interested. Let us go and see this deal. And in fact, I'm even interested to put in money right away. Now, why? Because you must not look at one deal. You must not look at one unit. You must look at volume. Just imagine that, oh, you have just one property. And guess what? And just one property in great location. And you have probably the property is giving you maybe about 3 million naira on a yearly basis from just one family. Maybe you build a 5-bedroom duplex somewhere in a great location. And the person is paying you 3.5 million naira every year. If the person lose his job, or maybe the cash flow for that individual, where the source of income for that individual is, where there's a break, where there's a flow, the flow stops, or probably maybe the person has to relocate and has to move away from that environment, what happens to your own income? It stops also. And that's why you must also look at the volume. Stop looking at just one. Just stop looking at one. Look at multitude, look at numbers, look at the volume. And because a lot of the time, most of us, we buy one property because we have bought it for bragging rights. It's not making us money. We feel disappointed. I didn't make money from the first property, so why should I buy a property? So first of all, the part you need to change is to change the reason why you're buying. Am I buying for bragging rights? One, am I buying to make money? Number two is that, am I buying volume, or am I buying single apartment? I'm not just buying a small unit. So I'm looking at buying volume, not looking at buying single. So somebody says, what are you going to do with 48 apartments? What are you going to do with 100 apartments? Let me tell you this. You don't have to explain to anybody. You don't have any business explaining to people. Because people are so used to poverty in our country That when they see you attempting to prosper, wanting to do some lovely stuff, they want to bring you down. They want to take you. They ask you, "What are you going to take the houses abroad to heaven and all of that?" That is badadash. For example, what you need to focus on your own personal economy. And how do you build your own personal economy? By doing volume. Stop focusing on just one apartment. Stop focusing on just one unit. Focus on volume. The reason why you are failing in real estate is because you're not looking at the numbers. Now, just imagine that you have, let's talk about this over 100 apartments, 100 people paying 10,000 naira every month. How much is that? That's over, I think that's about, if I'm correct, that's about 1.2 million naira every month or thereabout. So in 10 months, I will have made 12 million naira on the property if that's what they're paying on that apartment, if that's what they're paying. So I need to focus on, so you need to focus on the volume. Now just imagine that one person leaves and that person is coming in. So you need to focus on what? You need to focus on one thing. What you need to focus, that the reason why people don't make money is because you're not focusing on what? You're not focusing on volume. You're focusing on just one. One is not okay for you to move forward. Number three reason why people fail in real estate is because they're not thinking functionality. People are failing in real estate because they're not thinking of functionality. What is the function of this property to the people who are going to take over this property, who are going to take possession of this property, or who are going to be using this property? What's the functionality? What is the purpose of this property to this individual? Now, the reason every property has its own function, and you must not miss this. People, you are not investing in real estate and making money from real estate because you are not thinking in terms of the function of this property. Now, let me tell us this. The more functional a property is, the more tenants that property is able to attract. And the more tenants that property is able to attract, the more income you are able to make. Let me explain this. Now, let us say this. If a property has very high functionality factor, what it means is that even when you ask a tenant to leave, you are likely to see 10 people who are waiting for that tenant to leave, expecting that tenant to leave. And that's why there are some kind of properties that you build or that they're trying to put up, that you only see tenants who are just waiting by the line. And some of them will have committed funds to you before you have even concluded construction of that property. Why? Majorly because of the functionality of the property. So you need to focus on what is the functionality of this property that I want to set up. Now, the functionality of a property of 7-bedroom duplex is different from the functionality of a property of a 2-bedroom apartment. The functionality of a single family, and let me tell you this, the smaller the unit, the higher its functionality. The bigger the unit, the bigger the space, the lower its functionality. Let me tell you this, not everybody can afford a 7-bedroom duplex. So if you put that out in the marketplace where Nigeria is, you find out that only a selected audience will be able. That's why some people, they have a property in Lekki Phase 1 and nobody is taking that property. Why? The property is in a great location. The property is in the eyebrow of Lagos. But guess what? Nobody is taking that property. Why? Because people who are building houses there, they're not focused on functionality. They're just only focused on bragging rights. And so you need to focus on functionality, not bragging rights. Focus on what people can use. That people on the side, on the line will be waiting for. Let's take, for example, you do a 2-bedroom in Lekki and it's going for maybe 1.5 million naira. Guess what? You have people ready to take it up because it is not even the cost of the property per se. It is the functionality of the property that determines the wealth you are going to enjoy. So the more functional a property is, the more the value of that property. So let me tell you this: the same land that will take a 7-bedroom duplex will probably take 16 units of a studio apartment. And I'm telling you. So now imagine that you have a 7-bedroom duplex, a 7-bedroom duplex in Lekki Phase 1, and what you are earning in rent is about 7 million naira in rent from that 7-bedroom duplex. Now just let us take it to a 16 units of self-contained, and you are being asked, the person is paying over maybe about 600,000 naira for the self-contained. If you have about 16 of that, you are talking about 9.6 million naira, if I'm correct. 9.6 million naira, which is 2.6 million naira above what that person will be earning. I hope you understand the math. Now it means that you are making more money Now you have opportunity of that's why some people, they can increase the rate at which you can earn you can increase your income will be over. Let's say you can increase your rent because of the demand, because of the very high demand. You can always increase the rent maybe every 2 years or every 3 years or probably every 6 years based on that. But you can't always increase the rent on 7-bedroom duplex. You might, some people in VGC, what they've been paying in the last 6 years is what they've been paying again. Some people, what they paid in the last 10 years is what they are paying. So it's difficult for you to increase rent because the people are not much when you are doing what? Single family apartment. I hope you are getting my point now. The other point is that don't stop becoming, you are not making money in real estate. One of the reasons why people fail in real estate is because they are emotional about the property that they are buying. They're emotional. Oh, my love, I want us to own property in. My wife shared some. We went property hunting. Property hunting somewhere in Lagos, except for my wife, and we couldn't get the property that we wanted in a particular location. And so 2 days after, somebody sent me a message and said, and we got to the property, but it's in this particular location. I wanted this property. My wife said, no, I don't want this property because I don't like the area. And I said, you don't have to like the area, my love. You don't have to like it. You don't have to like it. You don't have to be emotional about the property. You don't have to like it. But the question is, do we have the people who can pay us rent there? So stop looking at, I don't need to like a piece of property. I don't need to like a face by face you 2-bedroom apartment, a mini flat, a 7-bedroom duplex. I'm also, don't ever fall in love, because when you fall in love with a property, you get blinded by that property, by the reality of that property. That's why sometimes I've fallen in love in a particular property before where I lost over 150 million naira, and I mean it. Because I was following my emotion, not following intuition, not following fact, not following reality. Because sometimes we are so emotional about the property. One of my associates just showed me the piece of that same property, because I was in love with the location. I was in love with the property. The property is about 200 acres of land. I love that. I love hearing 200 acres of land. But guess what? Wrong location. I couldn't even make a dime on the property. Now I had to drag people and say, okay, you know what, let us move on to a different location. It was difficult, but guess what? I moved to a location where where it is real enough for us to be able to make money. So stop focusing on emotion. Focus on real. Let me tell you this. There is the law of logic. I'm going to be sharing with us the laws of rental income. And one of the laws is the laws of logic. Logic will always rule over emotion. Stop being emotional about the property. Stop saying, oh, I grew up in this particular location, that's why I want to buy property here. Stop saying, because I grew up in this. No, don't be emotional. It is, do you have the right market for this right product? If you have the right market for this right product, don't be emotional. And you can own a property in Dubai, you can own a property in Ghana, you can own a property, you can own international property. Never ever fall in love with the property. What you need to fall in love is to fall in love with the market. Stop falling in love with the property. Fall in love with the market. Get involved with the market, because the market is what will pay you at the end of the day. What? Let me tell you this. The market is the one that will give you cash flow. The market is the one that will give you income. The market is the one that will give you the regularity, the consistency in your income. And let me tell you this. Real estate does not die. A building can be destroyed. A structure can be pulled down. A building can even collapse. But let me tell you this, the rental income market will never ever die. Now, and that is what you need to be focusing on. Don't ever focus on the building. Don't ever focus on the structure alone. Focus on the market. Do I have the market? If you can, let me tell you this, as long as you have the market, the building can rise again. As long as you have the market, you can put up certain things on it. As long as you have the market, you can rise again. And that is where a lot of time we miss out on good opportunity, because we are not focused on the market. You are losing money in real estate because you are so focused on the structure. You are so focused on the location, or a particular, you're so emotional about a particular piece of property, but you're not focusing on the market. So a lot of times, a lot of us, we are just being distracted, turning our eyes away from the reality, from the thing where things should be, into what we expect that things should be. And that is the 4 things. I've mentioned 4 things. What are the 4 things? Don't be emotional. Stop becoming emotional. You are losing money because you're emotional. You are losing money because you believe that, oh, every property that you buy will make you money. Not every piece of property will make you money. You are losing money because you are not focusing on functionality. Not every property has good functionality. That if I buy a property, the property will give me good income. No. It is not. It does not mean. Yes, real estate is a money spinner. Real estate will make you money. But first of all, the other part you must also focus on is functionality. We call it in this area. We call it usability. The smaller the unit, the bigger its functionality. Now, one of the things that you must also consider is that we also talk about you are doing small. You are playing the small league. Stop looking at one apartment. Look at volume. Let me tell you this: the more apartments you have, the more protection you will have. The more apartments you have, the more protection you're going to have. You are not being protected when you just only have one unit. Let me tell you this: also economically, you are not protected. Politically, you are not protected when you just have just one unit. That's just the reality. So for you to be able to dictate your life, and for you to be able to control your own finance. Let me tell you this: financial freedom is not financial freedom because you do real estate. Financial freedom is because you do real estate the right way, following the right numbers. That is when you can achieve financial freedom. Let me tell you this: isn't it better for you when you have over 5,000 people paying you every month, even if it's 10,000 naira every month, and they are paying you for the rest of your life, than for you to have just one person paying, or 20 persons paying you 10,000 naira for the rest of your life? It's cool money, but let me tell you this: the more money you have, the more impact you can make. The more money you have, the stronger your opportunity, the more philanthropical you become. Why? Because you have money to be able to cater for people. And so that's what you need to be focused on. Freedom is not freedom because you have a property. Freedom is freedom because you have been able to build and amass a good number, the required number that will make you successful. I hope I'm able to share some light with us today. So that is what real estate. So the reason why people fail real estate is not because of some major thing. There are many other reasons why people fail real estate, but when it comes to this is the real core. This is the basis that people fail. It's not about, many times it's not about, oh, they duped me, I went to the wrong client, I went to the wrong deal, because you didn't buy the right set of property. This property you must incorporate in your buying decision all of these things that I've said today. Till I come your way again next time. This is Coach Chudi. Don't forget, there is a class that is coming up on Saturday, on Saturday 31st of August. We're going to be sharing insights with everyone on how you can make a transition from just being a property owner to a property investor. I'm going to be sharing with you how you can maximize the use of your land and how you can be making multi-millions on a monthly basis from your real estate investment. If you'd like to subscribe you'd like to be part of that class, it's going to be a class for 50 persons. Go to www.coachchudi.com, sign up and get started with us. The class is for 20,000 naira. I'm going to be sharing ideas. We're going to also have a worksheet we are going to be working with and how you can tap into this opportunity. With these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that the reason why you're failing in real estate is because you are not following the required formula. Cheers. See you at the top. God bless you. Stay with you.